Those of us who live, love, and laugh in the Western Hemisphere think of Nepal as a land of far-off exotic beauty. I think of it as the center of the universe. I'm Phil Michael, and I'm founder of SherpaSchool.org.
Sandwiched between China and India, Nepal has a rich and vibrant multicultural history. The tallest mountain in the world, Mount Everest, calls Nepal its home. It is a country of paradoxes. While it has tremendous natural resources, it is one of the poorest countries on our planet. The average annual per capita income is less than $200.
Imagine living on $200 a year. I've done a fair bit of traveling in my short life, and so far, no country has had such a positive effect on my psyche as Nepal.
One of my closest friends and favorite mountain climbing partner, Ang Dawa Sherpa, was born in Gwarakani No. 4, a remote village in the Solukhumbu region of Nepal. Dawa and I are the same age, and we have spent most of our respective adult lives exploring the outdoors, sharing the natural beauty of the world with others. I have worked with Dawa for several years. He is the Sirdar of my climbing expeditions. In a nutshell, the Sirdar is the logistics manager for a Himalayan climbing expedition. Dawa is very good at what he does, and he is one of the most calm and peaceful souls I have ever encountered. I feel blessed to have him in my life, and I'm honored to call him my friend.
Dawa is of Sherpa ethnicity, a culture that makes up less than 2% of Nepal's population. Prior to the influx of Western tourists, the Sherpa people lived very isolated lives at a subsistence level.
By Western standards, rural Sherpas are extremely poor, but in my opinion, they are truly wealthy. Their lives are rich with the simple pleasures they derive from their amazing environment, strong family bonds, and devotion to the principles and traditions of Buddhism.
The literacy rate in Nepal is about 50%, but it's much lower outside the Kathmandu Valley, and especially low amongst women.
When survival depends on the ability to work in the fields, it is difficult to devote time to education as everyone must engage in manual labor. Sherpa men must frequently leave home for long periods of time. In fact, many are leaving their rural villages altogether, hoping for a brighter future. As a result, the Sherpa culture and traditional way of life is beginning to vanish.
In friendship, I made a commitment to Dawa to help the people of Gwarakani. I asked them to consider what they needed, and they said without hesitation, they needed a school.
The village currently has a dilapidated school structure that is a legacy of Sir Edmund Hillary's efforts to build schools in the Solukhumbu region. The current school is totally inadequate and barely provides a venue for the youngest of children to eke out the most basic education. We believe that Gwarakani needs more than just a nice school building. They and many rural Nepali villages need a new approach to elementary education. Our vision is to build a new school structure whose design supports teaching methods that work for small children. We will also deliver teacher training on the use of these methods and the simple tools that they can use to support this new approach to learning. Ultimately, we will give the school the internet connectivity that will allow the teachers and students in Gwarakani to connect with educators and students at sister schools worldwide. The project we have before us is not a simple one. Getting materials to Gwarakani requires a flight from Kathmandu into a remote airstrip, followed by a 2-day trek on foot. Materials will be brought in by local porters over hill and dale. I know this project will be successful because it has the support of the Gwarakani villagers. In May 2009, Dawa and I formed the SherpaSchool.org committee that is entirely comprised of locals. They have a vested interest in what we are doing. My personal commitment to this project stems from my friendship with Angdawa Sherpa. While you may not share the personal connection, at least yet, I hope you'll see the immense value that this project and others to follow will have on helping the Sherpa people break the cycle of illiteracy.
Please consider joining us by stepping into a future without boundaries and sharing in our collective successes.